And it's like, it is a trauma. Like, it's my parents' trauma. It's not even his fault. It could be a little of like things he's done where I have trust issues. Sure. But it's also like, mainly it's like, it is like fixing your trauma that you have with your parents. So for me, it's being able to like actually, like my therapist is like, oh, this is like very common with the women that I, treat. And this is the stuff that she told me. If you are listening to this and you're like, Anncy, what's the solution? I have the solution here. So it's what I'm actually following. Wait, how to better myself, how to detach and how to move on. It would be built up resentment around men. That's the first thing that needs to be fixed. She's like, you need to either forgive your father, your brother, or like boys that have harmed you in the past, like exes. Like I used to tell this to Lily and like people I know, like, oh yeah, I've unblocked my ex so they can reach out like in case something happens, or like you stalk them and then you're just like in a gray area. I hear girls in LA say that a lot. I'm like, what now? That is like, I don't do that. So it's like if your ex's like mom died, or like you would send in flowers and you're just like, that was my mom too, I wouldn't do that. And that is, she's like, this is dysregulation. It's like, you need to understand they're humans. You can't see things so black and white. If you had a boyfriend of 5 years and his mom passes away, it's okay to reach out and be like, I've heard what happened. I hope you're okay. And I'm like, no, him, that's my ex. And I'm like, you cut them off, cut that. That is black and white. And that's why I'm saying you are regulated in that like realms of, she has a heart where she's like, oh, I feel, I'm like, Lily, how can you, what do you mean? You feel like, what, he was your boyfriend, he cheated, he did this, he bombed a house, he's an ex, he's this. And like, I've heard girls be like, no, I'm going to send the flowers because his mom passed away. And I'm like, what the like, I am insane in that, like, of insane, like my brain doesn't understand gray. And to be gray is 3 things. She told me it's to be okay with shame, be okay with vulnerability, like talk about your feelings, just be vulnerable. And then the last one being that you need to understand shame is the root cause of like narcissistic personality disorders, borderline personality disorders, codependency. Everything is shame. It's like you're rooted in this like, oh, so you're supposed to be married with kids at this age. And if you don't, you're gonna, you're a loser. So then women would just get into such toxic relationships at such a young age. It's that shame. It's like, for example, I did talk about this man to my mom in like 6 years I had that weird shame with where I'm like, I can't go back to my mom and tell her that like, hey mom, it's done. But I did it. And I'm like, oh, I don't feel anything. I'm okay. She's my mother. I'm going to tell her things. And it's like, that's how you fix it, dude.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So it is like, she told me, it's like, I have resentment against the wound stuff. So she's like, you need to work on that. So you got to give me regulation tips. And you're the only one I know who's so regulated, dude. You think you're not, you have no idea how much you are.
No, but honestly, when it comes to stuff like that, like the flowers and the death thing, I kind of like moved on from any pain I felt.
Wow. Yeah. That's amazing.
But, like, you know me.
Yeah.
Like, you and I are the same in that sense. Like, we'll cry for like a day and then we'll be like, you know what? Off.
Literally.
You're ugly anyways.
I think it's like, it's a routine of crying and feeling you're like on the bottom barrel. Like I wouldn't brush, shower for 2 days, but just 48 hours, right? So I think normal women would like space that 48 hours of like not eating, not showering, not looking the best, oily scalp, not looking after yourself, not looking at your health, your beauty, nothing for just 48 hours. Like girls have it for like a month or 6. They like spread it out and then they move on. They date somebody, they move on. We don't do that. We keep our feelings to ourselves. We will cry about it. We're anxious, avoidant, in and out. We miss them. We think of good things they've done. We do things to make them jealous in an indirect way. Then we get back on our feet. But fucking hell, listen, when we are done,
we're done.
Fucking baby, you will not hear, smell, or shadows will not, like, we're not going to be out on your door stalking. That's how women are. And like, we are done. Like, I've never heard Lady go like, I miss my ex. Never. Like, she's moved on and that's me. Like, we fully move on. And I'm like, I love that about me. So that's the reason you were like, you cried. I'm like maybe way in the beginning when like we were fighting, I'm like, this is horrible. But then I've gotten into these fights so much that I'm like, I'm not sad. I'm fucking upset and exhausted of like, I'm over it. Like, and
I'm kind of just sad that I feel like I wasted time. In the moment, you're like, I wasted so much fucking time, you stupid. But then you're like, you know what? I had to go through this. I had to deal with this.
I was telling this to a friend that I don't want to like discuss who, what, why. But then there was this friend that I knew of who was dating for like 7, 6, 8 years. And like, that friend did say the same thing to me that you said. I wasted my childbearing years and this and that. But I would want to say, I would want you to look at things half glass full and not empty. In the sense of, I was like, in those 6, like this girl has been dating this boy since like high school, since we've both been in high school, she's been dating him. And I'm like, in high school, you went to prom with him. I went alone. In high school, you had somebody to eat lunches with. I went alone. I went to the malls alone. I went to scary places alone. You had a man with you. So you didn't waste those 6 years. Like you were taken care of. You had lunch that day. You had, let's say you had sexual intercourse under the school desk that day. We were all celibate.
Also, in retrospect, she's just saved herself heartbreak for the future. Like this man could have fucked her over further down the line where she was way more attached. She could have had a ring on her finger, a baby in her belly, and he could have cheated or done whatever he did. Imagine how much worse that would have been. Like she dodged a bullet. Like, that's how I always think about it. I'm like, okay, fine, it's shit happens, but like I wasted 3-4 years, whatever. But let's be honest. I'm living my best life now. Yeah. It could have been worse.
No, you're literally right.
Supposed to happen. This is what's supposed to happen.
I watched Kim Kardashian's Jay Shetty podcast and like, oh my God, I know, I cannot stand him either. I know, like, I was just like, he's, I mean, he makes money so well from just being like, calm down.
Just talking, reading quotes.
Me on TikTok.
Pinterest quotes.
Me on TikTok, like, he's just like, calm down. And everyone's like, yeah, right, period, king. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yes, take my money.
Men are so easy, bro. Like their career is just being like, if a man goes like, calm down, like chill the out. I'm like, wow, that's all it takes. He has blue eyes and a podcast mic, and now he has a career. Women have to, bend over backwards and actually bend over backwards, like in OnlyFans, show their pussy, and then they're like, oh, we love her, empowered women. So it's like, I'm just gonna tell you something. It's like, this is my first heartbreak or whatever as an adult. And it's like, I know it's not my last one. We're so young. That was so funny. My therapist is laughing. She's like, you're a freaking baby. Look at you. No ring, no baby. Oh, you broke my heart. Like, go cry about it. There are people who have it worse than you. And I'm like, I know. We're so, like, such spoiled brats. So
Let me be sad now, bitch.
How we what?
Let me be sad now, babe. I'm going to get over it in like 24 hours.
I'm like, listen, hug it up. I'm like, I know you see me all like haggard like a puppy. Give me like 40 hours. You'll see me all like a boss ass bitch, like just you. I won't even book you again. And she's just laughing. I'm like, I work with my stuff very quickly. The thing about me, I told her too, I'm like, the worst thing about me is the fact that I'm actually somebody who realizes when things are bad, I will pack it up and move on. And that's why I have the quote of like, she's a bitch. Like when a man calls you a bitch, it's a fucking compliment. There are so many times I will take like abuse over and over again, but then when I'm done, I'm actually done. I think a lot of women are that way. It's not just me, actually. A lot of women are like, this is it. So it really depends for you if this is 6 months or 6 hours or 6 years or after you have 6 kids with him. It really is on you. It really just depends on you. And I don't know, it was like a fun little fling relationship. I'm going to say though, I was very like healthy and happy in the relationship. It was fun. But I think for now, I just need some time off and just like get back on me and my hobbies. I feel like I did lose myself. Don't you think? Like
get back on Bumble.
I know. I really try to balance things though. I hate girls who are like, like they'll get a boyfriend and they'll just like have him everywhere. They won't like do their hobbies and cut off their friends. I really try to balance everything. I really fucking put in the work. I'm like talking like lately, we're going to do a voice call. Then Lubaba, we're talking. My mom, every person. But I will say, I think in the month of May is when I'm like, I don't have time for anybody. It's just me and my man. I got the mindset. So I knew it was like, no, get back to family and friends. So I was able to pull myself.
Never make a man your everything.
That is something Laylee told me before I left. You remember that?
Never ever make a man your everything. Never give him that power to the point where he thinks that you are so dependent on him that you cannot live without him and your life is nothing without. No, make them feel like you don't need them. Make them feel like they are just an accessory. They need to add value to your life.
100%.
Not make your life. Babe, you need to go back and read the 48 Laws of Power.
Laylee, oh fuck. Do you see this?
Yeah, you need to just get the Audible. It's so much easier.
No, you're right. I'm like a lazy bitch.
I listen to it every morning.
Yeah.
When I'm doing my makeup, when I'm doing my skincare, I'm listening to it. I'm like, I am a bad bitch. I'm going to manipulate the shit out of everyone today.
Dude, you are fucking, oh my God, lady, I love you. That's going to actually help me a lot. That is like very smart. I think I said that to somebody else who was going through a breakup. Hold on, sorry, 1 second. Yeah, I was going through a breakup and I told her, I was like, you need to like get on Audible and like, you're right, but that's nice. Like brushing your teeth and listening to that, that's like, it will like really get you on. Actually, what's so funny is that people say that about me and my or our podcast. Like when we're talking, people are like, we love like listening to you guys. Then we play your stuff. And I did tell Lubaba, I'm like, I love giving advice, but it is really hard to follow your own. But then when I'm talking to you or like Lubaba or my mother, I genuinely reset. I'm like, no, you guys are right. I gotta like, a man is genuinely an accessory. It's not even like, it's not his fault. It's not my fault. Like I hate the whole blaming shit that we do as teenagers. I just really had to pull back and realize how toxic I was. And it was like, I really did lose myself. And I miss YouTube and I miss like my friends, my family doing things. And I think genuinely sometimes taking a trip back fixes things for me. It's like, it's always a 3-month mark.
I think you could do so much better.
Why do you guys say this about every fucking guy? I am not one time have I heard he's actually
he was literally a 4.
A 4, really? Oh my God, that makes me a bit happy. Oh my God, feeling hotter, feeling better. Have you seen those memes?
No, babe.
No, listen, have you seen? Okay,
you could do so much better.
No, listen.
It's literally giving me, you made fun of my fucking situation. Look at you now, bitch.
Okay, actually though, can I just say dead ass, like, I said this to women too, but then people say this to me and I'm like, no, it's not. Like, we're equal. No, but can I say, it's just that women do bring so much to the table. Men will never fucking be equal, Layli. Like any man who's with you, I'm like, Layli, every man I've seen you, I'm like, what the, is she okay? And it's like, oh God, why is this cool? It's like these men, we are not shallow. Women are not shallow. Look at what fucking Kim's dating. Look at what the hottest girl in your Instagram is dating. You're like, what? Women do, like, we're not shallow. We don't go on looks and things like that. Like, we need a man who speaks our languages.
He's like medium ugly.
Medium ugly and like...
medium ugly, that no one looks at him.
That's the thing. That is my type. Medium ugly. Like, I need a man who's like ugly, kind of honestly really ugly as fuck. All my exes are like, I will go for the ugliest man. So like no one gives him attention. Yes. But it's like medium ugly and also somebody who speaks to your language. And that's when we all get fucked is like...
One thing I'm really toxic, like one thing that's really toxic about me is I low-key love it when girls hit on my man.
You do? Oh my God.
I'm like, yeah, hit on my man, especially in front of me. Let me know that he's wanted by other women, but he only wants me.
See, that is hot. And that's like, do you know that that's how I was? Oh my God, this hurts so much lately. You know why you're saying that? Because you're single, you
Wait, I actually got a really good question I think we should address because it's kind of related to what we're discussing. Someone was like, I'm getting pressure to get married because I'm 25. How do you let parents and aunties know you're not ready?
Oh yeah, that's just
as a brown girl, I understand. I'm 27, unmarried.
Ignoring is amazing. I ignore. There's no winning. There's no answer.
Also, I feel like you and I don't have that pressure because you and I are independent financially. We support ourselves. We're doing our own thing. We're not really like living with our parents as such. Like they don't really take care of us. So they don't really have as much, like, I mean, for me, my parents don't have as much say in my life. Like if I'm staying with my mom and I'm leaving the house at 12, she's not going to be like, get your ass back inside, bitch. It's like, I'm 27 years old. I'm driving my own car. I'm spending my own money. How is she going to keep me at home?
I feel these brown girls though. I mean, I felt that, I think in the beginning, it's like, I'm stuck with my parents or I need like a rich husband. Yeah. But then YouTube happened, it paid my bills. So I chose neither. I did not want a rich husband. I did not want to stay with my family. And I'm at where I'm at. So it's like one of those, 100% it's one of those things where I'm like, I feel for you.
The second that you are in charge of your own life, shit changes.
But I do feel for them. Me at least. Yeah, I feel for them a lot though. It's like, I don't know what situation these girls are in, but it could be like, you know how abusive like brown parents can be. And I feel for them 100%. It's like, you will not like, you cannot like even pursue a career. They're like, you can't have Instagram. And I'm like, huh? Like, shit, lately I think of my cousins.
Shameful.
Yeah, shameful. Yeah, again, shame. It's like
to not be married at like a certain age, like to family, people are like, oh, it's shameful. But like I'll be honest, I can't personally relate because my family are very open-minded. Like my whole family is very open-minded.
Do you know they teach these girls like men are financial plans or like men are they're
men are the head of the house.
And it's like, yeah, it's a very
love grows.
Love doesn't pay the bills.
In an arranged marriage, love grows. It doesn't pay the bill, but like eventually you'll love the person you're arranged marriage to. What?
No, I was on TikTok. It was so funny. It was something like, it's so fucking funny. Lady, stop. It was like this Indian girl's like, I'm done dating and going on Hinge dates. I'm like actually thinking of doing the arranged marriage, and everyone's like, yeah, because of like the matches and the people that you see and that you get at this point, you are like, I think I'm ready to get arranged marriage. And those are my same thoughts. I'm like, should I actually do an arranged marriage for funsies? But like, I'm happier single. Taking care of a man is like worse than a baby. I was like doing house chores every day.
Like, I had this conversation with my parents as well. They were like, do you want an arranged marriage? I was like, listen, bring me potentials. I won't knock them down, but bring me actual potentials that are on my level that I approve of. Don't bring me fucking shitty men who make less than I do, are fucking 5'4",
my God.
And, like, want to live with their parents. No, thank you.
And that too,
that's not me. You know, but still, like, our standards are so fucking high now.
It is. It's
we're independent.
Unattainable. It's unattainable. Like the men that we see, I'm just like, I told my dad this one thing. I was like, I make more than a dentist, and like, you know, a doctor, an engineer is just considered to be like an amazing like applicant, a bachelorette. Like it's the best bachelorette that you can get as a man who's like, you know, a surgeon, XYZ. We make that money with our butts at home, and Indian men have like such a big ego. Like our men, the ego is insane. It's outrageous. Like they will burn if they know that I'm making like a cent more than him. It affects him, his friendships. It's like, oh, you're a surgeon, but your fucking girl is verified on the internet. She makes this, and she has these many followers. Immediately, it does look like I settled for him, which I fucking did, period, yes. And he's the reacher and I'm the settler. So they will never fucking talk about us, show us, or hype us up because they are a mediocre 4 and I'm like a 99. So that's how Indian marriages.
100.
Indian marriages just it cannot work in this day and age. I feel because it's like we need to be poor. If I'm poor as he'll take me in. He'll be like, yeah, I can just pump some kids out of her, and then But it's like
if I had lower standards, if I had less money in my bank account, and I came from like an average, my standards would be on the floor. I'd literally marry anyone.
No, you're right.
A little bit more than me. Because like, it's like, yeah, I want a provider. Yes, I still want a provider because I don't want to be working when I'm married.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to have my own money.
Yeah, I'm going to have my own
money. We'll have investments.
100%, yes.
But like, I'm not going to be working, babe. Don't expect me to work. You need to provide and know that I'm still bringing in money.
Yeah, my money is my money and your money is my money. But
ours.
Like literally I am so on that with it, but I'm still like, being regulated again, which sucks so much lately. It is like dating and going on dates, and it's like not like looking for the one. Like I got into that like rut. Like literally in 2 weeks, I knew I was like, wow, I'm trauma bonded. It's to a point that I've cut out like my routine and I had this healthy mindset, this entire like dating relationship. I have that mindset of like, you will take care of me, XYZ. And then slowly you're like allowing disrespect. Your boundaries keep like diminishing by the hour. That's when I need to like speak to my friends and my family. They will reset me, reading books help, and then I'm back in. But then I also do want to say, I think I've really let go of like even my hobbies, my career. Like I'm not posting anymore. Like even our Canadian friend.
Yeah, you stopped posting.
Our Canadian friend was like, you've literally posted like 6 videos this year. Like what is going on? I was like, you're fucking right. So I think I want to get back into my hobbies and then get into dating and like meeting other people.
You should have used him for clout, babe. Like use him for the fucking... Why the hell would you not? And you're like open. Unlike me, I keep everything. I mean, I show a sliver of a hand here and there for a bit of a clickbait, but you could have used this man to your advantage.
I mean, there's still some content that I filmed that I cannot wait for you all to see. You'll see soon. It's like we're still in like good terms and like it's not like bad, but it's just that like I don't think I'm gonna date for some weeks or months. I just need some time. Okay, I need to like end the podcast because there's something I need to show Laylee. But anyway, you guys.
Okay, bye.
Send me questions to contact Anncy Twinkle. I'm gonna have a new freaking voicemail like number. It's a thing in America that I can set up. People do it in podcasts. So I have put the number below. Go check out Laylee. Go send us some voicemails and ask us any questions too into that voicemail. And we're gonna answer your questions sometime in the future. So subscribe to my podcast. Laylee, where the f*** is your podcast? Like don't even talk to me. She doesn't have a podcast. No, she doesn't.
Actually, I started a members only page. It's not OnlyFans, but it's a members only. I'm going to be posting exclusive podcasts there where we talk about all the juicy
Okay.
like exclusive content.
No, that's fucking amazing.
Not nudes.
Yeah,
no
amazing.
Feed pics, no nudes.
Some
sorry.
feed pics. Come on. Some gotta squeeze in some feed pics. Okay, feed pics and podcasts. Go check her out. I will leave her channel link below. It's like a YouTube membership. I tried setting it up when I first came to America. I got so lazy, but check that out. And then thank you guys so much for tuning in, watching us ramble. But I'm gonna do this new thing where I'm not going to talk to anybody. And I'm like, we should just like ramble on podcasts. And like, I like listening to this lately. Like it makes me feel better. I'm like, I have my friends here and they're little advice.
This was like therapy.
It is. It's so therapeutic. So thank you so much for helping me, joining and giving me my masculine energy boost. And thank you guys for tuning in. Love you guys very much. Subscribe, like, and I will see you guys in my next episode. Bye.